Today I would like to talk to you about how not to die with the music inside you. And for that I would like to tell you about two stories. The first one is one happened to me about some time ago with our daughter when she was 8 years old. And we were playing together when she told me she wanted to be a teacher and a dancer. And then she asked me what I wanted to do at her age, and I told her that I had three dreams, and the first one was to be an architect, and I've been an architect. The second one was to be a film director, and I've been a film director. But it's unlikely that at age 50 I will be able to fulfill the last one. And then she asked me why. And I told her, well, I wanted to be an astronaut and I don't think it's going to be possible. And straight away, with unconditional love, her answer was, don't worry, Daddy, as soon as you die, I send your ashes on the moon. So that was very touching, at the same time very funny, and so that story I love to tell. But then that means I'm covered there. I'm covered for the third dream. Now I would like to tell you another story which happened when I was I think in 28 or something. We were a group of people, and at some point I started to feel attracted by one of our friends. It's funny the way it started, because it's someone who arrived in the group and was there at the beginning, and then as we were going out all together, I started to notice that I love the way she is, the humor, intelligence, and all that, and then I decided to ask her out, even if it felt really uncomfortable at the time. So my plan was, because I'm a bit romantic, was to book a place at the restaurant, invited her there, and to tell her my feelings. And obviously I felt scared, I felt nervous, I felt absolutely uncomfortable, but I did it. So I booked the place. I knew the owner of the place, so I asked him to help me to pace between the meals, and then the moment arrived when it was time for me to say what I have to say. And so she was in front of me, and I wouldn't say I was intimidated, but I thought, that's mixed feeling in you really obviously feel some love for that person, but also you feel that it could be crushed by not having something happening just afterwards. So I was in that tension, and so I went to the car, took a bouquet I bought earlier, and then I hid it, and I was quite what would I say? Yeah, you see, I think I was quite like that, actually. So, which is funny because it started to bring me some emotions there. So I arrived at the table with a bouquet hidden behind me. She was distracted by, thankfully, the owner of the place who knew about it. And then, as we were back together, I told her, look, I would like to tell you that I really, really, really like you, and I would like to ask you out. I love you, the sense of humor. I love everything about what you bring, your intelligence, and also your perspicacity. I love your mindfulness, because at the time that was something I'm still attracted to, but I love all that and much more. And sorry, I lost a bit part of it. It's fine, and I offered the bouquet at the same time, and she looked at me very surprised and touched, and she said, "Oh, Herve, nobody ever asked me out that way," and so I don't know what to say. What do you want me to say? And I looked at her. I said, look, I'm asking you out, but I'm asking you out because I know you are an honest person. You are an honest person. So I'm asking honesty here, because you know, if we start something and it's unbalanced because that's just on this energy this evening and the momentum we have together, well, that's not gonna last. So you know, I know it can hurt, but I will take it. I will take it. So she looked at me, and it was quite tense for me. and she said, look, I'm really feeling honored the way you asked me out. Nobody ever asked me out, offering me a bouquet, inviting me to a restaurant. And I could see she was feeling emotional, but I could see in her eyes that you know that when tears started to coat the eyes. So that was a bit emotional at the time. And she said, but I'm very sorry, but I have to decline. I'm saying no. So I looked at her, I said, don't worry, I don't worry. Of course it's painful, because my hope was you said yes and you had the same feeling. But you know what? It's certainly much better that way, because now we can carry on in the same kind of relationship as before. It's just cleared, you know, and it's much better than starting something unbalanced. So we had a bit of reheat the time we were together, because obviously that dropped quite something. But the wine helping, probably the nice flower there, she was still touched about it. And so yeah, we restart the meal, and we had a lovely meal, and we had lovely time, lots of love, and we end up the evening together. I drove her back to her place, and I head to mine. And today, so obviously we carry on to see each other as friends, but today is such an amazing memory I keep in my heart, and I have no regret to do it, even if it didn't end the way I wanted, the way I wish. But I can't say that actually. It ended one way, not the way I really wish, but at least the way I wish with honesty. And for that reason, you know, I'm really happy it happened, because now I've got such a nice memory. I can talk. There you go. I can tell you the story, and it's a lovely memory, and I hope she kept that memory. That was 30 years ago, but it was the one asking out, so therefore I can't really. Well, what can I say? Yeah, she might have forgot, but I certainly didn't forget. So, yeah. So talking about having dream fulfill. How do you cope to have your dream fulfill? I've got many more dreams, and I really want to fulfill them. I wouldn't say I'm dying to, but I'm really willing to. So what do you do to fulfill your dream? How do you plan the future to do so? Would like to hear about it, and please let me know what's your position, your tactic, I would say. How do you draw the future to make sure you will not die with the music inside you? I will see you next time, and in the meantime, I would love to hear about you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.